Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Art Whisper 88. Now I did a little housekeeping and I have here my reusable stencils. What I did is I sorted all the small ones because I am shifting from my big plate to an 8 by 10, which to me is a smaller plate. I know that many of you jelly plate artists have an 8 by 10, and maybe by shifting to a smaller scale you can relate to it. So anyway, here are smaller pieces. I'm going to assemble a little arrangement. Some pieces are really tiny, about the size of my thumbnail, so I have to be careful that I don't forget them or miss them. Okay, and just make sure they are stuck on the plate. And as usual, I will use my acrylic Mars Black. And I have to remember that since this is a smaller plate, I really don't need that much paint because I'm used to working on much larger plates, as you've seen in my past videos. So I'm using a 2-inch brayer. As you can see, I haven't been very conscientious in cleaning my brayer, but the leftover paint creates very interesting textures, as you can see later. So if you forget to clean your brayer, don't feel bad. I will allow this to dry, and I'm going to enlist the help of my ceiling fan and let this dry, so when I apply a second coat, the black will not smear. So while I'm waiting for this first layer to dry, here are some more submissions with my open call. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, this has dried. Now I'm going to use much lighter colors like this Arctic. And instead of a brayer, I will use a brush. I'm using pastel colors this time. This is light pink. It's a color that I rarely use. Here's some lime green. Here's some metallic gold as a final layer. Now there might be too much paint on this, but I'm going to give it a try anyway. This is Strathmore, Bristol. Now, since I'm trying to pick up 2 layers, I will leave this on for about 5 minutes and see what happens. Okay, let's see how we made out. This is a little disappointing. That's what happens when you put too much paint. I was hoping for a nicer transfer, but I'll see what I can do about this. Well, this is an interesting ghost. Maybe all is not lost. This time I will use black. I think I've reached the end of the bottle. This time I'm pressing really hard because I want to pick up everything that's left. Now I'm counting on that saying, the ghost always wins, because sometimes when the first pull is not successful, the second one makes up for it. And that's the joy of printmaking, that it's always a surprise. Okay. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. I think this is a much better result than the first one. Very cool. I like that. Yep, the ghost always wins. Now check this out. So I'm going to study the first pull and see what I can do with that. Again, here are some more entries. Enjoy. Okay, everybody. I decided to take the collage route here to solve a visual problem. So I cut out some of my tissue paper. Now, because there was too much paint, the surface is a little rough. It's like 3D. That's okay. I'll try to work with it. It's just a little more challenging to do collage on a rough surface. Now, thankfully, this matte Mod Podge dries invisibly, so I don't have to be too particular about the overpainting, because when it dries it's invisible. Now you could call this a semi-abstract because it resembles a forest. There we go. So I will air dry this and work on the next one. Now I can't leave well enough alone, so I am going to add a layer of metallic gold here. I'm going to take a chance. So here's a second pool. Now this is where the registration is very critical, because I want all the edges to coincide. Okay, I will leave this on for about 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, it's been about 4 minutes. Let's see how we made out here. Much better. I like this better. Actually, here's a close-up. I think the gold interacts very well with the dark background. Now I should have cleaned up the corners a little bit, but that's okay. I'll remember to do that next time. Let me show you this second one with the first one. So here's the first one. Now the glue is still a little wet, but you can see how the different elements interact. So I'll put these two side by side so you can compare. So I hope you like this video. I'd appreciate it if you share this with your friends. And thank you for all the wonderful, talented subscribers and viewers who sent photos of their artwork. It's literally from all over the world, and I'm really blown away. And I'm very, very grateful. So thank you so much for watching and subscribing. And I hope to see you next time.